What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game Micro Machines, which was released on the NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Game Gear, CDI, and Amiga by CodeMasters. And this game is pretty much based on the Micro Machine toy line, which was popular back in the late 80s and early 90s. And it's pretty much a racing game where you can race with different vehicles and stuff. Now, in the game, there are 11 racers who are Spider, Bonnie, Jethro, Cherry, Emilio, Joel, Ann, Chan, Mike, Dwayne, and Walter. And each racers have their own pretty much strengths and weaknesses. And the same thing can be said about each of the cars too, which are the 4x4s, F1 Formula One cars, the motorboats, monster cars, monster trucks rather, sports cars, tanks, turbo wheels, and warriors. You know what I'm saying? Now the obstacles in the game are different stuff like beams, card wraps, cereal boxes, checkerboards, ink bottles. You know what I'm saying? And each race has like I don't know, say like at least three of these obstacles. You know what I'm saying? So, but the point is that each racetrack has its own set of obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Now, now, as far as the races themselves, you first have to pretty much have to qualify for the races in a general standpoint, and you pretty much have to race against three other racers. You know, and if you come in first, you pretty much qualify for the races. You know, and as far as the races themselves, there's 22 overall, with the last track being the championship race. You know what I'm saying? Plus, there are three bonus races where you have to win three races in a row to unlock each race. You know what I'm saying? So if you win nine races in a row, you pretty much unlock all three bonus tracks before you even beat the game. You know what I'm saying? Before you're halfway through. You know, now you want to pick a racer based on the strength and weaknesses of the racers and the cars that's in the game. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that is worth noting is that before each race, the vehicles are pretty much chosen for you, whether it's the 4x4s or the motorboats. You know, now the that part of it may aggravate some people, but it's not that big of a deal. You know, far as the graphics and the design of Micro Machines is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And it has some decent color palettes, and now the controls and gameplay in Micro Machines are pretty good. I'll say they're pretty fluid in terms of racing games and all that. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, it's practically a pick up and play type of game. You know what I'm saying? Now the soundtrack, you know, I'll say it's decent, but there's nothing about it that stands out in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now the only like gripe that people may have about Micro Machines in general, regardless if you're talking about the Super Nintendo version or the Game Gear version, is probably the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? With some people, it would take some getting used to, but it wouldn't be a big deal for most people who played it. You know. Now, from a general standpoint, Micro Machines is a good racing game. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you're talking about the NES version or the CDI version, and I would recommend it to anybody who is a fan of a racing game genre. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who is a retro gamer and all that. As far as the score, I would definitely give Micro Machines an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a good racing game, but it's not the best racing game in my opinion. You know, With that being said, if you like Rock Machines, regardless if it's the Amiga version or the NES version, you can mention it in the comment section. If you think one version is better, it's the best out of all of them, if it's the Super Nintendo version or the Sega Genesis version, you can also mention that, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button for further updates in terms of new videos being uploaded. With that being said, this is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.